afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Alienware Arena. It is Dragon Nest PvP Grand Final time. It has been all on for love or money. We've had 49 teams play online, and we are getting down to the final nitty-gritty of it all. The 4 teams that played online and came out the victors in their respective countries are here with us today. And on my left, or your right-hand side, is BabySeason. They are the Malaysian team. On my right-hand side, or your left, the Filipino side of Quaelum is ready to rock and roll. These two teams have come through. They've done a whole lot of hurt and raised a whole lot of damage out there, but they are getting to the bittersweet end. Malaysia will be looking to capitalise on another a win that they had in the previous round, and we'll be looking forward to some big action coming from the Malaysian team, made up of Baby Autumn, Baby Spring, Baby Summer, and the Sword Lord. And that BabySeason team will be looking to make sure that Quaelum, comprised of Sherelle, Jan, Pochi, and Razius. There she is down the end. Shout out to her. She's going to absolutely rip these guys apart. You watch. The little priest she is. And also shout out to Haichin, who's floating around here somewhere. Shout out to him, as he helped them on their way to get here in this matchup. So the snowfield is going to be the cause of all the excitement, and these teams have played it on many an occasion. There's a number of different avenues that the teams can go to, and we'll be looking forward to seeing exactly which avenue that they do head on towards very soon. But in the meantime, while we just wait for the game to get ready to rock and rumble, we can only talk about the pathways that these two teams have had to get here. Malaysia losing out to Singapore in the first round, and then coming through in very close fashion to Indonesia. And the Filipino side really just pushing hard, and well, in the end, not quite hard enough in their previous match against Singapore. We are ready to rock and roll now, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with you in just a few moments as this Dragon Nest Arena action starts to get rocking and rolling. So, of course, to snowfields we go. We love the snowfields, especially when they are riddled with blood. It is going to be a daytime match. Look at that. So the daytime affair here, Malaysia taking on the Philippines as we get all ready to rumble. The rain has dissipated here in Singapore, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see whose rain will disappear between these two sides. Both will be wanting to come through and grab a win. They are both on very similar round spaces, so they'll be wanting to really push on through and capitalise in this match. Let's see what's going to happen here as they start to push across and make their move. The Malaysian side just biding their time, taking it all and waiting it on out. Differences between the two sides, of course, we've got our Elemental Lords and Priests both lining up, but a Mercenary and Swordmaster are present, as are 2 Acrobats. So Mercenary and Swordmaster, the only differences here. The Acrobat from Malaysia is sitting back just waiting for things to occur around her as she fires out the big web of destruction. Nothing really coming from it here. In fact, she's getting more hurt than she's managing to deal as the priest cops a bit of attention from her now. She starts to hammer on into him as he lays down some terror, and nothing really can be done. As big double combo there from both the Mercenary and the Acrobat as they toss the priest up in the air. The Acrobat just getting pushed out the back as she rocks on through, rocketing a couple of shots over in the various corners. She's going to bail on out with a big double jump over the far side of the map and start to get her aerial attacks working. In the meantime, there's lots of shots in through the middle. The Swordmaster trying to hammer some damage on, but not quite able to do so. It's going to be a 4v2 situation as the Philippines lose too early on. The Swordmaster for Malaysia is down to low health, but he'll be well supported by his 3 teammates. Although saying that, the Mercenary is laying into him a touch and he'll get taken out. It'll be a 3v2 situation. Let's see how it all starts to progress here as the Mercenary is going to have to do a bit of work. He gets caught in a bit of a crossball as he tries to unload on the Elemental Lord. He throws the ball over towards her. The boulder is going to do some good damage. It's still a 3v2. No! 3v1. The Mercenary goes down. It's all left up to the Acrobat, and she's in a world of pain, and it's going to be a very short battle that's going to ensue here as, yep, there you go. All over Red Rover. First round to Malaysia, and well read from them as well. Still some good health on the board for them as well, as we just see their 3 avatars floating about there. And we'll be into the second round as quick as you like. So we'll roll on out with the Philippine priest here, and that's in the form of Razius. That's the little chick down the far end of the arena, the Alienware arena here. These two teams, of course, really trying to get a leg up in terms of the prizes they can take home from this Alienware Arena matchup. They're going to all head up to the top. They're going to turn the ramp raid on its ass and start to push on through and take players on. The shots are going to go down as they've gone up right to the top of the ramp and really pushed down on top of these Malaysian players. This is a real turnout. They've all pushed up and progressed, and now the Malaysians are getting a whole lot of hurt laid upon them. Shots are very close range. The priests are coming into effect with the lightning relics. There's lots of the Grand Cross just getting chucked out there from the Malaysian priest, but the Filipino priest tend to push onto him. Holy War's down the back of the map. The Swordmaster comes in to try and take another on. There's lightning relics being chucked about. Now they're going to push on up into the more open area at the top of that ramp. It's a 3v3 situation as the Acrobat goes down. So does the Elemental Lord. Some great work here from both sides. Oh, big combo laid on the priest from Malaysia. From the Philippines with the Malaysian Acrobat really getting in and getting amongst it. Shots ringing out. Oh, down goes the Elemental Lord. That's a big hit there as the Swordmaster is the one who deals the damage. 3v2 situation. Let's see who's going to progress and grab the next kill. It'll be a vital one as a healing relic comes out, a lightning relic comes out, another healing relic. 3v1 situation as the mercenary goes. There we go. Priest goes down. It'll be 3 still standing for Malaysia, only just so. And they will grab the second round. Hugely different approach there taken from the Philippines. They pushed up the ramp rather than sitting back and waiting, and it looked like it was going to start off well for them, but the flurry that ensued in the little corridor down the way was, in the end, not so much fun for the for the Filipino side. So they came out losing another round. The Malaysians will be happy in their work so far with another round to come. Bit of a slow push here into the match as they start to make their moves. As the Filipino players quite content to sit back and wait it on out. The lightning relics drop down. Now they looks like they're taking a change of tactic, the Malaysian players, as they head back down towards spawn. Now they're going to barrel back up again. So just a little bit of a slow, little bit of mind games being played. Philippines push on up to the top of the ramp. They're going to go in, and here we go. We're going to get back amongst it again into this little corridor, round from spawn, between the spawn and the ramp raid. And now the shots are flung out all over the place. Fire galore, huge! As the Elemental Lord getting right in there amongst it. She throws out some shards, she throws out some fire as well, and now the Acrobats are starting to get in amongst the action, firing a lot of shots in amongst everybody else. There we go, the priest starts to chime into his little work. The healing relics go down, so do the lightning relics, the shots go flinging out across the mid. It's a 4-on-3 situation now. Malaysia grabbing the upper hand early on in the piece. They've got a couple of players on low health. Can the Filipinos capitalise? They can't, they'll lose another. It's a 4v2 situation. Here comes more shots in down the front there. And it's going to be Philippines to try and grab one back. Are they? They're very close to losing the Acrobat. She does go down, and now it's just all left up to the hands of the Elemental Lord. She's going to get nailed beyond ridicularity, and then the Acrobat will grab himself a kill. It'll be 4 still standing for Malaysia as they grab their third round, and the Philippines looking on the wrong end of the scoreline at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, as 2 rounds to go for Malaysia, but still nothing on the board for the Philippines. We start our 4th round, and slowly the players make their way up and towards the mid. In fact, no, the Malaysians are going to go ramp raid territory. Philippines are going to sit back on this occasion, are they? As everybody looks out and uses the third-person view here in the PvP format of Dragon Nest to look around and see what's going on. They're doing some very, very good work here, the Philippine players, but they're just nothing's really going their way. So they'll be wanting to try and capitalise on a couple of kills or 2 here or there. And let's see what's going to come through for them. The Elemental Lord just quite happy to stay on watch up high, really getting the vantage point here, and she looks down upon as the Malaysian players just splitting themselves here. This may turn into an interesting situation as the Elemental Lord fires a fireball down in amongst the rabble that was down the front there. It's a standoff at the OK Corral, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute into the round. Nobody's really progressing on through, so we've got 2 minutes left as the time ticks on down, and the Malaysian players are quite happy just to bide their time. So the Filipino players, now we start to see some action in through the middle as everybody starts to venture on out. There's a Harry Potter moment there for the Elemental Lord. It's cut off in mid-flight though, as the flame rod is not going to come into full effect. She fires out some big flame shots and a couple of ice shards as well. Here comes some big meaty action, and the first player goes down is going to be from the Philippines, from the Malaysian side. It is by the looks of it is their Acrobat. She's gone down. And the Elemental Lord is going to be stuck out the back. She's not really doing too much as the Elemental Lord, but it's going to be all good. The other acrobat goes down, so the Philippines and Malaysians lose their acrobats. It's a 3v3 situation. Grand Cross does a huge amount of damage as it pushes on through everybody. The Lightning Relic goes out, the Healing Relics are up, another Lightning Relic gets dropped. It's a 3v2 situation as the Mercenary gets dumped by the Swordmaster. It is going to be Elemental Lords to the rescue here if they're going to make it happen for their sides. It is, Flame Rod, there, good work from the Philippine Elemental Lord. She fired the Flame Rod, Harry Potter styles across, tried to catch up with the Snitch, but on this occasion, not quite able to do too much damage. So more shots being flung out there. There we go. Big kill goes on there as the Elemental Lord grabs herself one. She's in pretty good state of affairs as the Philippines Elemental Lord, as she's just staking some refuge with her teammate in the form of the Priest. Lightning Relics go down, so do the Healing Relics. Some more priestly action as the Holy Wars continue. This time round it's going to be Priest v Elemental Lord. They focus their efforts on the Elemental Lord for the Philippines, the Malaysian players, as she just bounces around. She's not blinking her way, she's bouncing her way out of the action. There's a Priest for her side, gets left on his lonesome to try and take out the players. It is going down to the wire. There's 6 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget about that. Still a 2v2 situation to draw. It doesn't get much closer than that as they go toe-to-toe, and the classes still standing are exactly the same. It just goes to show you battle it out for 3 minutes and nothing goes on. So another round will occur. Just a reminder, of course, when a moment of a draw, it doesn't matter at all. We will play until the first team gets to 5. So it is a draw is just one of those moments where it is a whole lot of effort in the end for nothing. But on this occasion, there will be a little bit of a moral victory, I'm sure, for the Philippines, who get to come out and say, yep, we can still keep them to it and lock them up nice and tight. So they take some high ground here for the Elemental Lord as she just keeps an eye on what the opposition's doing. She's giving out the comms to her teammates as the Elemental Lord as shots go ringing out. Now the relics get dropped. Nobody progressing on through and pushing and capitalizing on that Lightning Relic. Nobody wants to make a move in the wrong direction. So everybody's sitting back quite happily. We wait to see it. The acrobats going through. Backdoor action from the Elemental Lord. It's Elemental Lord v Elemental Lord. Shots go ringing out. Acrobats come into play. And holy smokes, it's a flaming ice war like nothing on earth. Harry Potter style goes the Philippine Elemental Lord. And she lights up the world as the flames go flung on out there. It's still a 4v4 situation. Health situations are fairly dire for the Elemental Lord for Malaysia. And she will go down any second. Oh no, just managing to scrape out. And she go down this time. Then there she goes. She'll get dumped on her bum. And it'll be a 4v2 situation at the same time as another player from the Malaysian side gets down. It's going to be 4v2 and it's going to be good work in from the Philippines. They start to focus their efforts on the Swordmaster. In fact, and the Priest as well. It's an Acrobat v Priest situation. And it's going to be 4v1 with just the Acrobat left. And when that happens, well, that's exactly what happens. Round 4 defeat, and Philippines are finally on the board and looking solid with the effort that they just made there as well. So they managed to pick up a very, very good round in very good form and in very swift fashion as well. The push on to the opposition was nicely timed and nicely worked, and the Philippines will be happy with what they've just done here on the map of Snowfield. Another little standoff at the start of the round starts to occur as we just follow our friend the Elemental Lord here from the Philippines. That's, of course, the Captain Sherelle. So Sherelle just keeping an eye out. Oh, God, knocked off his perch up top. There's some good work there from the Swordmaster occurs. And now we see the Elemental Lord. Oh, Elemental Lord fires some shots onto Sherelle once again. The Elemental Lord baby spring for the Malaysian side. There's some shots rung out there from the Philippine player as they just use the area of effect to a good effect as well. So shots still just being complacent, if you will, just sitting back and almost blind shots in the vain hope that something will hit. The Acrobat takes a quick peek around towards that spawn / ramp raid alley. And more shots being chucked about, but nobody committing just yet. 1 minute 56 to go, 1 minute 55. Here they come, they roar on down. The shot from the Acrobat onto her opposite number is not a good one. Can't quite draw her in, but the secondary backup one is good. It turns into a monster combo as the Acrobat action is, oh, massive. Look at it, oh, that is a huge kill. Absolutely massive from the Malaysian player. You would not see a combination come together any better. The Malaysian acrobat has just ripped the poor old body of Pochi apart. As that is some fantastic work along the way. It's a 4v2 situation here, and you can't help but feel that the BabySeason player in the form of Baby Summer has done all the hard work here for his team. It'll turn to a 4v1 situation, and the Priest will get absolutely annihilated in the corner. And give that round to Baby Summer. Yeah. You can't do much but type and say, yeah, make it over and done with. Baby Summer had that round in my book, ladies and gentlemen. A big piece of work from the acrobat, taking out his opposite number. And in the end, it'll be a round for Malaysia. 4v1 situation on the board as we see potential last round of the map here, of the match here in this round 3 clash. As the buffs come out from the Priest on the Philippine side. And they once again wait to see where everybody's going to come to. The lightning relic gets dropped, a few boulders get chucked, and let's see what is up the sleeve of the BabySeason side this time round. Shots are starting to get on out there, but once again we're sitting back. We're going to have about a minute more of this, I'm assure you, ladies and gentlemen, because these Malaysian players will want to capitalise on this. They don't want to let the Philippines back in any stretch. Shots from the Swordmaster is just to keep the Elemental Lord out of his face. It is also to keep that acrobat down where he belongs on the bottom tier. Big buffs come out from the Priest as the Swordmaster copping a bit of damage. Just getting on the wrong side of the, I think that's the Elemental Lord, just hiding in maxi. No, it's the acrobat, just firing some shots out. Priest chucks in a lightning relic up the top, and it's just zapping a couple of players on through. They push on down. It wasn't quite as tidy, the pushes they would have liked, I'm sure, from Malaysia, but they're still popping some good pushes, and the heat starts to go on to the Philippine side, and the Philippine Elemental Lord is going to get dumped on her bum. She'll be the first down. It'll be 4-on-3 situation now. Shots are continuing to go across the map as the acrobats go toe-to-toe with each other in the background. In fact, it's Swordmaster the acrobat in the background. As the Priest over in the foreground here just not managing to do too much. Swordmaster here from Malaysia is doing some good work, popping a lot of hits on the meantime. It's a 4v2 situation. You can't help but think it's all over for the Philippines on this occasion as they try and push on through. But in the 4v2, you've got to do something magical to come through the other side. And when your acrobat is down on her haunches and your Priest is literally about to get slain, there he goes. It'll be acrobat to save the day without any troubles. In fact, it will be all over, and that is how they end that. 9 kills on the board for the Elemental Lord, 6 for the Swordmaster. The Priest had 4 and the Acrobat 3, as the winning side of Malaysia will be happy with the work they've done. That is the match, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with you shortly, and I'll give you a quick roundup of what just occurred. So there you have it, another round 3 match done and dusted, and well, it is now coming to the business end. The Singaporeans are going to be back up on stage to take on the Indonesians in what is going to be a very interestingly placed matchup. These two sides are going to go toe-to-toe, and the winner, if it's the Singaporeans, they will take away the cash here this afternoon as this Alienware arena gets really hotted up and nasty. It is going to be all on for love and money in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around with us as we bring you some more Dragon Nest Grand Final action.